Hello, everybody. Good evening. I hope you're doing okay. And I have a single question for you. What the actual fuck is going on with SoFi? SoFi is currently trading at $6.85, which in of itself would be absolutely freaking terrible. But the fact that they just had arguably the best quarter that they had since inception, since going public, since being SoFi, under the leadership and tutelage of Anthony Noto, the CEO, they smashed earnings, beating all expectations, beating on earnings per share, beating for revenue, and beating for forward guidance, essentially guaranteeing GAAP profitability throughout the year of 2024. So for all intents and purposes, this was an absolute home run. For God's sakes, they were saying they're going to get at least $2 billion of deposits every single quarter. They ended up getting $2.9 billion worth of deposits. All of a sudden, home loans are accelerated, and all of a sudden, student loans are reaccelerated. Member counts are going up. More importantly, extended products, stackings, and offerings are also going up. Everything under the sun, under the entire SoFi umbrella, whether it's SoFi Bank, SoFi Financial Tech Services, or SoFi trading platforms. Everything was up when it comes to SoFi. So for SoFi to be down 6% and for SoFi to be lower today than it was in this breakthrough quarter is absolutely freaking ridiculous. Now, earlier today, fair warning, I added a shit ton of options, leap call options. If anybody is interested, $15 strike, January 2025. This is not financial advice, pure entertainment and education. Do your own due diligence, do your own research, and if you make money, it's on you, and if you lose money, it's also on you. At the end of the day, curb your enthusiasm and curb your expectations. I, for one, think SoFi is an absolutely badass mofo. And this is for sure a buy the dip opportunity. One of the reasons why SoFi is down, and I'll show you a few screens in just a moment, is Jerome Powell literally tanking the market today, and Wall Street absolutely showing no respect for SoFi. But there's also some insider selling that I believe was planned insider selling. But the craziest thing is there's also insider buying. As a matter of fact, over $400,000 of SoFi buys personally from C-level executives, which I'll show you the two people that actually bought SoFi stock, who bought the dip. Besides for this guy right here, who on the actual SoFi team bought the dip. I think it's absolutely freaking absurd not to pay attention to SoFi. And yeah, sure, the price can go a little lower, but this is a gift after such an amazing earnings. Take a look at the screen. SoFi, $6.85. Literally, look how bad the last month is. SoFi is down 17%. As a matter of fact, SoFi is literally down 17% for the last 5 days. This is right after earnings. And again, SoFi absolutely smashed earnings. At this point, their market capitalization is literally $6.5 billion. $6.5 billion. But this is the craziest shit. Shout out to my man, Amit. So the chief CRO, I don't know who the CRO and CMO, Chief Marketing Officer and Chief Rectal Officer, I have no idea, ended up selling. So I guess there was a sell a few days ago. Shout out to Data-Driven Investment. And he points out that the CFO, Chris Lapointe, just dropped $100,000 buying 15,000 shares on the open market. This is it right here, right? Right here, you can see it. 11/9/2023. the CFO, at $6.69, buying 14,950 shares, bringing their total up to 827,000 shares of SoFi. This is not a small amount of shares. This is a big amount of shares. You know, just to do the math, this is what, like $5 million worth of SoFi shares. That's no small feat. So then Amit says the CFO is buying, the CRO and the CMO are selling. Need Noto to drop some cash too. If you guys forget, at around $5, if I'm not mistaken, Anthony Noto, with a huge vote of confidence, ended up buying shares of SoFi on the open market. I believe he bought like 5 or 15 million off the top of my head. Maybe I'll search it in just a moment. And then lo and behold, bam, SoFi, breaking news from Amit. Shout out to Amit at Ammon Investing. CEO Anthony Noto purchases 44,000 shares at $6.77 on the open market as the stock falls 6%. And this is it right here, 11/9/2023, Chief Executive Officer. Buying 44,000 shares at $6.77, bringing his total shares to 7.2 million. 7.2 million. This is no small feat. That's a lot of money, guys. That is an absolutely massive amount of money. What's that? Like $40 million worth of SoFi? It's huge. No small feat. Guys, this is the SoFi earnings. I just wanted to reiterate your memory. This is the members, guys. They had their strongest member growth right now. 717,000 members. Guys, this is a record. Last quarter, they got 584,000. They added 717,000 members, just shy of 7 million. This is the freaking secret sauce. Look at that lineup. Products. They literally had a record-breaking quarter of products. They added over 1 million products, following their third best quarter of 847 million products, for a total of 10.5 million products. Again, look at that line. It just goes straight up. How can you question the integrity and the value and the worth of SoFi? Galileo accounts. This is literally their fintech services. Galileo is going up. It took a dump, started to recover last quarter, and boom, record-breaking. 137 accounts for Galileo. Financial services products, boom, all the way up. Lending products, boom, all the way up. Just look at the line, like look at the trajectory. Boom, boom. It's beautiful. It's like Duke. It's you can't ask for much more. Lending products up 24% year over year, 50% for financial services. EBITDA going through the freaking roof, 98 million. But the best thing is it literally went 70, 76, 77, 98 out of nowhere. Boom. Revenue, 531 million, up from 489 million. These are big boy freaking numbers. 27% growth. This is really, really good growth. Sustainable, consistent growth. Guys, this is the lending products, okay? This is Q3. Student loans. Q1 from 525 million. It went down to 395 million, and then it like more than doubled to 919 million, guys. Still a far cry from the growth that they had, but it's getting back there. Personal loans still going up. Personal loans is still going up. From 2.95 billion to 3.7 billion, and it's still going up. Nearly 3.9 billion. Best thing about this, home loans. They did an acquisition of Winster Capital. I always pronounce it wrong. A mortgage company they bought to be able to compete in mortgages. They went from 90 million to 243 million to 355 million. Total originations, guys, we went from 3.5 billion to 4.3 billion to 5.1 billion. And it's still a far cry from where we were before. I mean, I don't really know what else I can show you. I don't really know what else to talk about when it comes to SoFi. They literally offer no fee banking, 4.6% annual percentage yield. They don't need to rely on the Federal Reserve as much as other banks. They offer more services. They offer better services. They offer smoother services for the common everyday man. But that common everyday man and woman end up growing up in their careers and they need more services. Marketing, advertising, public relations, all freaking home runs. SoFi Stadium, SoFi Center. Guys, it's an absolute freaking unbelievable company. And the craziest thing is they're literally delivering everything as they said they would deliver. Now, right now, SoFi is trading right around that $6.80, $6.60. And people have a crazy opportunity. It literally flew up from like $3.50 to $12, and now it, withdrew. I have, I think, north of 2,000 shares now. I was able to get in. My average was like between that 8 and 850 range, and a lot of options. So you guys do whatever you want, but all I can say is a vote of confidence that Anthony Noto drops $300K and the CFO drops $100K on buying SoFi stock. I just found it. So Anthony Noto ended up purchasing $5 million worth of SoFi stock. And this was in December 13th, 2022. Think about that. Think about that vote of confidence. And that's exactly what you need. A true leader right in front of you. And besides for being such a fantastic company, Anthony Noto is a even more fantastic leader. Now, I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm not trying to, bust your balls or pull your chains. You do whatever you want. I'm just making a video and talking out loud. I think it's absurd. I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm happy to buy the dip. Now, it seems like Jerome Powell cools off the market anytime the market starts to run. SoFi was beat up before this. SoFi is now truly beat up, and it might go down lower. All I'm saying is take the opportunity to pick up shares of stocks that you always wanted, whether that be SoFi or anything else. Guys, thank you so much. Let me know in the comments down below. Please let me know in the comments down below if you bought SoFi on the dip. And more importantly, did you already hold SoFi or are you new to the SoFi ecosystem? Thank you very much. Keep it clean in between. Have a great evening. I'll see you in the next one.